After statehood, enrollment at OAMC increased, going from 571 students in 1907 to 856 students in 1908, and 925 students in 1909. The college's residential department was not prepared for the influx. There were not enough rooms, and the women's dormitory that was approved by Oklahoma legislators in 1907 was still in the planning stages. Planning for the new dormitory continued with head of architectural engineering W.A. Etherton in charge of designing the new building. The women's dormitory was to be built east of Morrill Hall. 16-inch bricks were used at the base of the building and were the key to supporting the structure. 12-inch bricks were used throughout the rest of the building. The floors, ceilings, and roof were made of wooden joists. The administration made great efforts to ensure parents and students that the facilities would be safe. So several precautions were taken to make sure the women's building was fire resistant. The 4-story building opened in the fall of 1911. A central section with verandas on each side gave a unique look to the front of the building. The kitchen, dining hall, some classrooms, and a women's gymnasium was located on what was considered the basement. The dining hall filled the west wing and could seat more than 150 students. The kitchen was not only used to feed students, but also served as a classroom for students enrolled in domestic sciences. A parlor with a fireplace was located on the main floor, along with offices for the Dean of Women and the Young Women's Christian Association. On October 16, 1914, students and faculty were preparing for the annual Harvest Carnival when a fire rang out in the women's building at 11:30 a.m. Smoke seeped through the windows of the top floor. The women that were in the building, including the few that were lowered down by a rope, were able to escape. Students and faculty, along with the Stillwater Fire Department, worked together to save the building. After the fire, residents were provided rooms with Stillwater families until they could return to their on-campus home. The women's building was reopened in January 1915. The building was later dedicated to head of domestic science, Maud Gardner, and renamed Gardner Hall. In 1930, the first campus telephone system was housed in Gardner Hall. In September 1981, OSU alumnus F.M. Pete Bartlett pledged funds to renovate Gardner Hall. After extensive remodeling, the former residence hall was rededicated and named the Bartlett Center for the Studio Arts in 1984. A visual arts annex was added to create opportunities for 3D, sculpture, ceramics, and printing studios. Today, the Bartlett Center for the Visual Arts fosters the creative and innovative ideas of the future by housing the art department and the Maud Gardner Art Gallery.